Hey there, Steve. My name is Marcy. I was speaking with Shane on Friday, and he said that you were the best one to shoot this video for and send it off to. So I am going to make this brief. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 3 things that you could do today to start bringing in more business to your company. Now, put your domain in here. One thing I want to point out, I don't know if it always does this or if this has something to do with the fact that it's not secure, but your site isn't secure. Google does give preference to sites that are, so that might be something you want to get it secured up, but this is my first look at things. Alrighty, here's okay. So the 3 things that I'm going to go over with you today are citations, content, and backlinks. Now I'll start with content. What I mean by content is the information that you're providing on your homepage. Google does like to see in between 1,000, 1,500 words. See, you know, when somebody puts something in the search browser and they want to keep people on their search engine because that's how they make money, then they go out and crawl the web and look for what it is that's matching what that searcher is looking for. So, you know, if you have one site that has 200 words content, I mean, I would guess that you're probably looking at maybe 40, 50. But you know what, if you've got a site that's got this and then the next site over here has 1,000 to 1,500, well, in Google's eyes, that's the expert. He's the guy that's got all the information on his site, and they're gonna, you know, put them up ahead in the rankings because they're looking like they're more authoritative. So the blessing in this is content is probably the most neglected part of website building across the whole internet. So it's typically an easy one to beat. All these things, these 3 things that I'm going to share with you, if you just sort of do the research and then go ahead and beat your competitors, you know, put more content on your website, have a stronger backlink profile, and more citations, and it's just a matter of time you're going to be outranking them. So that's the recommendation for you for content. Now what I did was I took your site and I put it into this tool which gives me the backlink profile. What I see is that you've got 100, and just to let you know briefly what a backlink is. A backlink is a link from a third-party site coming into your site. The internet's like a big popularity contest. So when another site, you know, votes for you, aka gives you a link back to your site, it in turn moves your site up through the search engines. So not all backlinks are created equal. Some are definitely more powerful than others, so it's not a matter of just going out and if you got a whole bunch of spammy links, then, you know, it's almost a little bit of a detriment. You know, and it needs to be relevant. It needs to be coming from some websites on the net that Google finds trustworthy. So in your case, you've got 131 other websites on the internet that are referring back to you, and they're giving you just over 12,000 backlinks. You're being found for 392 words, and your site brought in organically 667 visitors to your site last month. And so I grabbed the first guy. I did a search, just doors in Vancouver, and this guy here was the one that was showing up number 1 organically. So I just thought we'd take a look at him. See, as far as content, completely beatable. So then I put his site into the same thing here. You can see that he has a really good example of not all links being created equal. So he's got less than you. Yeah, quite a few less, about half as, you know, a little over half as much referring domains. So that many websites linking to him. You had about 12,000. He's got 1,000. So, you know, here's an example of, you know, not necessarily more is better. He's being found for a few more words, and he brought in a little bit more business just from being in that number 1 spot, no doubt. Like, so it may not seem like much, but when you add up, like, how much is a job worth to you, right? And so if he's getting a handful more like that, it all pays off. So the third thing that I was going to bring up was the citations. Now what a citation is it's a place on the internet where you would find your business name, address, and phone number. This here is a citation, And the more citations that you have, the more places that your business is cited on the internet, that tends to be the power behind pushing you up in the ranks for the maps listing. And we call this the map pack. That's a great place to be. Statistics show that 50-60% of the sales, 50% of the clicks are going to these 3 businesses, so they're kind of taking a good chunk of it, and it rotates unless you're have got yourself optimized for every single keyword. Sometimes different businesses are going to be showing up here, but that's just the 3 of the ways that I wanted to show you that you can improve and bring more business in the door is and you can go ahead and use these tips yourself, like feel free. I just like to educate business owners, and then they kind of have a little bit of an understanding, because you deal with doors, not search engine optimization. So hopefully this helps out. I'm going to email this off to you, and my contact information will be there. So if you had any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help you when I can. Thanks again for watching my video. I'll talk to you soon.